Ryan Coogler, the superstar director of Fruitvale Station, Creed, Black Panther, now out with a re-release of his film, Sinners. Welcome, great to see you.
Yeah, nice to have you doing.
I love the way the New Yorker summarized this movie. They said it grapples with music, race, family, religion, and vampires. They also say that you took a big creative risk with this movie. Is that how it felt to you?
Yeah, absolutely, man. It felt like, even though I had made quite a few films before this, like I was opening myself up to the audience completely for the first time, and that's a little nerve-wracking. Yeah. Usually I'm putting bits of myself into movies with whether for Fruitvale it was a pre-existing story or for the Panther films and Creed, they were franchises that I was adding to. But for this one, it was completely something that we came up with on our own. And for me as a writer-director, I was really putting a lot of myself out there in a different type of way.
And I read that this movie first came to you when you were listening to a song?
Yeah. I was listening to a song called Wang Dang Doodle. This version is
one of my favorites.
Yeah, it's performed by Holland Wolf. But it's also a famous one with Coco Taylor as well. But yeah, I had an uncle, my Uncle James from Mississippi, who passed away about 10 years ago. And he would always listen to blues music. And after he passed, I would listen to records to kind of, remind myself of him. Remind myself of time that we spent together. Became a habit of mine, kind of got obsessed with the music, and one day I was listening to that song and the idea for the film came to me.
Let's take a look at a clip.
There are legends of people born with the gift of making music so true it can pierce the veil between life and death, conjuring spirits from the past and the future.
Tell us a little bit more about that scene. It was all done live?
It was, man. We found this incredible young man, Miles Caton, who's actually a backup singer for the artist Her. He was still finishing high school. He's from New York, from Bed-Stuy. And we knew we would have to find like a generational musician. And we were able to find him, and he sang that song live for us. The song's actually written by Raphael Sadiq, who's from Oakland, California, same place as me. But it all came together beautifully with our composer Ludwig Göransson, and this kid, man, you gotta see him to believe him. But every time I hear him sing, he's getting better and better.
And it's getting so much award season's buzz, including six Grammy nominations. And now you've got the re-release to capitalize on all that. What do you hope people take away from the film?
Man, more than anything, I just hope people have a good time at the movies. I really believe in cinema and its power. It's how I came to find this job, and it's one of the few things I think is you can still do in a public space and go do it with strangers. It's even though inflation is getting higher and stuff is costing more, I think it's still like a really affordable way to spend time and have entertainment together, man, and really across kind of all of the boundaries, man. Everybody gets in that same cinema, whether you from a wealthier background or more working class background, and you had the same experience. There's not many things left like that. So it's my greatest honor to still be able to put stuff in theaters. And
you are doing it. Before you go, I have to ask you about Black Panther 3. I don't know what you can say.
Not much.
I'm sure you can't say too much. But how about working with Denzel?
It was always a lifelong dream of mine. Knock on wood, we can make it happen. But I think he's one of our one of our national treasures. So if I get the opportunity to work with him, I'll definitely relish that.
And of course, you also worked with another national treasure, Chadwick Boseman, and you had the chance to honor him at his posthumous Hollywood Walk of Fame ceremony. Tell us about that.
Yeah, man. It was obviously a tough moment, but it was my first time speaking about him and what he meant to me and what he meant to our industry. But it was also an honor to be asked by his widow Simone to be there. Chad gave so much to me personally, but he gave so much to us, as a people, man, and gave so much to cinema. So it was my honor to be there and to speak to him.
And he was dealing with so much while entertaining so many.
Yeah, man. He understood the value of the art form. He also understood the value of a calling. He's got a great commencement speech that he gave at Howard University when he talked about finding what it is that is your gift that you got to give to everybody else. And he lived, he lived that every moment.
He certainly did. Brian, thank you for coming in. Sinners is returning exclusively to IMAX theaters starting December 12th.